Hey, what's up? It's Annika and welcome back to my channel. It is time for another budget with me video. If you've been following along, then you know that I've been doing a few monthly budget with me videos for the last couple of months. I really only started getting serious with it in December, but I am so excited to budget with you for February in this video. So if you're not already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm on a debt-free journey and I'm taking you along with me every step of the way. If you've been following along, then you know that I use the EveryDollar budget app, and it's by Dave Ramsey, Ramsey Solutions, and it's a really amazing app. I've seriously been using it since the second I started my debt-free journey back in January of 2020. And if you are new, then welcome in. But a little mini recap is I'm actually working on paying off over $229,000 of debt. So a majority of it being my private student loan, but I had a lot of credit card debt, car debt, and a federal student loan mixed in there as well. It's been an adventure, but I actually paid off all my credit cards last year, and now next is my car. So hopefully, not hopefully, I'm gonna make it happen. I'm paying off my car this month. So we're putting the energy out there. It's gonna happen. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and screen record my screen on my iPhone. So if you've been following along, then you know that I was super excited to film my February budget with me video, and I'm about to tell you why. So Ramsey Solutions actually reached out to me and provided me with Ramsey Plus, which means I get the EveryDollar Plus kind of membership, as well as access to Financial Peace University, their baby steps tracker, and all of these amazing premium things that I'm gonna show you and talk about within this video. But I am seriously so pumped to be partnering with them, and it's literally like Christmas, honestly. So I mentioned with Ramsey Plus, you get the baby steps tracker, and actually that's kind of like a sister app with the EveryDollar budgeting app. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the baby steps app from Ramsey, and I actually entered in all of my debt. So it doesn't have like quite the exact amount because my total amount was different, and interest payments, and just like the math doesn't completely work out because it hasn't been tracked in this app since my debt-free journey began back in January of 2020. So the little like pay off all debt number that says paid so far is a little bit less. So I paid off more, but it's still a great tracker for me to let me know which baby step I'm on. So if you're unaware, Dave Ramsey is like super amazing kind of financial pro, and he offers tons of advice with his Total Money Makeover book, as well as his radio show and his podcast and all of that. And his 7 baby steps really provide an easy to follow plan to gain financial peace. So baby step 1 is actually listed here: save $1,000 for your starter emergency fund. I already did that, and now I'm on baby step 2. I'm paying off all my debt except the house, but I don't have a house yet, so I am paying rent, so that's kind of already in my monthly expenses. But then, as you can see here, it kind of lists out the rest of the baby steps for you, so you can really keep a good eye on where you're at. So I absolutely love that. So it lets me know you are on this step, and I entered in all of my debt. So my remaining debt is my car and my federal student loan, as well as my private student loan. And then I can see here that I've checked off all of my credit cards. As well as this For Me section, it's got these tutorials to show you where to even begin. You have these courses from the Ramsey personalities, as they're called, which are other pros who have the Dave Ramsey personality. I guess that's the way to describe it. But they all kind of believe in the same path and want to help people better their finances as well as financial knowledge. So there's seriously so many awesome little courses in here. If I click on it, I can just show the video, and it'll either be Dave himself or it'll be one of the Dave Ramsey personalities. And it makes it super easy to just give you little bits of information so that you don't feel overwhelmed, which I love. Okay, so going back to my EveryDollar budget app, with the Ramsey Plus membership, I gain the EveryDollar Plus access, which means I can track my transactions. So I can actually link my accounts, and it will automatically track when I have new withdrawals or new deposits, like a paycheck comes in or I made a payment on a car or, you know, anything like that, it automatically does that for me. And I can see here at the bottom, my little orange dot, I can click on that and it'll pull up my transactions. So these ones are now ready to be budgeted for things in January, so I'm just gonna X those out because we're on the February budget now, but I'm filming this in January. But another really awesome thing is, so under accounts, I can see all of my different accounts listed. I'm gonna go ahead and block that out because, hello, personal information. But my favorite portion of EveryDollar Plus is the insights, because look at that. Past 12 months, $49,000 has been spent on debt. Isn't that lovely? But I can break down all of my categories, all of my spending habits, and all of that, which I love. And since I've been tracking in my app since January of 2020, when I started my debt-free journey, I already have 12 months worth of insights, which is really interesting to come in and see. Okay, so now to go through my February budget. For transportation, I only put $30 for gas. I don't plan on going anywhere. I think I'll maybe fill up my tank like once, I don't know. But for food, I actually mentioned this back in my January budget video, but I am living at home and we kind of have like a situation worked out for groceries and things, so I kind of just set aside an additional $60 for extra things that I might buy for just me or things like that. So I only set aside $60. We'll see if I end up doing that, but I set aside $25 for one Starbucks reload. I know, everyone comes at me for getting my Starbucks, but you know what? I don't care. I do care, but I do limit myself. Like I already know for March I'm doing $0 for Starbucks, but I increment my Starbucks card in $25 increments, so that allows for one reload. And yeah. Oops. Okay, moving on to the personal section. I already spent $100 on clothes. It's a problem. It really is. I'm a shopaholic and I need to be stopped. I'm not going into credit debt for it. It's just coming out of my budget, my monthly budget, so it's gonna be okay. But my phone is $136.90. That's due every month. I'm paying for unlimited data as well as still paying off my phone, so love that for me. My fun money, I actually never really put anything in there, so I'm just gonna delete that because I don't need fun money. I already account for like fun money elsewhere, like, you know, for my Starbucks reload or like in the miscellaneous section. That's what I consider my fun money. So I have my Netflix, which is $12.99 a month, Spotify, $9.99, my iCloud storage, because your girl takes lots of photos and videos. I actually pay for an extra terabyte of iCloud storage because that's a priority for me. So $9.99. I actually have a sinking fund for my Disney Plus, so I don't pay for that monthly. I just pay for it in full for the entire year in November when that is auto debited from my account. But I just set aside the $6.99 a month to pay for that, so that's ready. Same thing for my Amazon Prime. That's a sinking fund, so I just set aside $10 a month, and then when that hits in February, actually it's hitting this month, then it's already in my account. Don't even have to worry about it. As well as Adobe, I pay for the photography suite, so that's a Photoshop and Lightroom, and I use those seriously on the daily, so definitely worth it for me there. Epidemic Sound is what I get my YouTube music from, which is copyright free, makes my life so much easier. That's $15 a month. Secret fund, but one of my best friends, it's her birthday, so I set aside money for that because I want to just plan for advance, those types of things. Well, as entertainment, I literally always have $0 there, so I don't even know why I keep that category. But miscellaneous came out to $48.76, and it's kind of that odd number just because when I readjust my budget, I make an EveryDollar budget, hence the name EveryDollar budget, and just that's what ends up being left over, and I just kind of divide it out into categories that way, so that's why it's like a random cents amount. But I usually set aside about $50 for miscellaneous, and that shifts so much every month. It just depends, but I'm gonna start there. I don't plan on having doctor visits. We'll see. I may have to add in some money there for my co-pays. I don't know yet. My insurance is actually $82.18 every month, and it went down since I went to Oregon, but still. Okay, and then here are my beautiful debt payments listed out nice and gorgeous. But I've got my car payment, my student loan payment, my second student loan payment, and then I've got my snowball payment. So my snowball, the $1,226.26 is actually from all of my credit card payments that I was making at the start of my debt-free journey. So I had 5 credit cards. I was paying about between $200 and $300 each. So now all of that money is being snowballed towards my debt, which is incredible. I love the snowball method, honestly. But I also have an additional category on top of my snowball where I will just throw money in, and in any of my categories that I end up not using the full amount that I budgeted for, I will throw that into additional and it will just go towards debt. And sometimes when I'm bad and I overspend in a category, then I have to pull from that additional section and it's really painful. So I just learn the hard way every time. But that's honestly my full February budget. My income is probably going to be fluctuating because since I moved back to Oregon, I now have Oregon state income tax in Oregon, which I didn't have in Florida. Which, by the way, if you don't know me, then I just actually moved home to Oregon. I was living in Orlando, Florida, and I'm still working for Disney remotely, but I didn't have state taxes in Florida, and now my paycheck is like half. So honestly, I might have to end up draining my additional section for my debt because I'm getting like such a smaller paycheck, which was seriously awful. It pisses me off so much. Love that for me. So with Ramsey Plus, you get access to financial peace, and there are so many different tabs within that. As you can see, I can click on the Learn tab and it opens up the different courses that are available. So things like jumpstarting, knowing the next right step to do with your money, smart money management for kids, and as well as budgeting. So something really awesome too is the community tab. With paying off debt, you really need a good support system. So I'm so glad that they include the community aspect on financial peace. I'd say the most exciting part though is the class. So the actual Financial Peace University class, which is included with Ramsey Plus, actually teaches you the proven money plan. It's an actual class where you can meet in person or virtual and learn how to manage your money with confidence. As well as the resources included with Financial Peace. There's a bunch of different downloads and readings to help you along on your financial freedom journey. But I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And if you've made it this far, then I have a little treat for you. Ramsey Solutions actually gave me a few different codes to give away to gift to you. The first 4 people to DM me on Instagram at Annika Hudak will receive a free code for Ramsey Plus as well, which is so exciting. Like, who doesn't love free things? Hello. Send me a DM with financial peace in the message and I will gift you your code. Only the first 4 people to do it. But this was so exciting for me to film, and thank you so much for Ramsey Solutions for partnering with me. I cannot wait to keep using the insights and go through Financial Peace University. I actually signed up for my class and it's gonna start in February and I'm so excited. Let's create a happy and financially free life. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.